Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Somalia and Ethiopia signed Ankara Declaration. Last night, PM Abiy and Hassan Sheikh met in Ankara, mediated by Turkey. Question is it a diplomatic win for Ethiopia or Somalia? How to read this declaration? Can we say that Somalia managed to stop Ethiopia from implementing the MOU with Somaliland? Was Ethiopia forced to sign this declaration because the implementation of MOU perhaps is not likely as a new president is going to take office in Somaliland? Secondly, was Hassan Sheikh just not in? He was just not in a position to say no because he is under pressure at home. Is not in a position to expel Ethiopian troops. So, how to understand this joint declaration signed last night by Ethiopian PM and the president of Somalia? Let's have a look at this declaration and then we'll try to analyze it. And I'll share my views with you. I'll share my candid views with you. Is it a diplomatic defeat for Ethiopia? I'll speak on that. Firstly, viewers, we know that PM Abiy and President Hassan Sheikh met in Ankara yesterday. I broke this news 2 days ago. I said that Hassan Sheikh, the president of Somalia, was going to visit uh, Turkey, and there could be a meeting between PM Abiy and Hassan Sheikh, mediated by Erdogan, Turkish president, mediated basically. So what happened? Meeting was held, a third meeting between the two sides since the start of diplomatic tension between Ethiopia and Somalia earlier this year. In January 2024, Ethiopia and Somaliland signed a controversial MOU, which led to start of a confrontation between Ethiopia and Somalia. Hassan Sheikh has been rejecting the idea of meeting with Ethiopian PM Abiy. By the way, Kenyan president and Ugandan president were also planning to hold a meeting with PM Abiy and President Hassan Sheikh. But Turkey managed to take the lead, and Turkey managed to convince the two parties to sign the declaration. The signing of declaration doesn't mean that issues have been solved. Uh, Declaration says, firstly, that Ethiopia and Somalia both respect each other's sovereignty, territorial integrity, unity, and independence. It means that Ethiopia won't recognize Somaliland as a country. It's not written in the declaration, but this is what it means. Ethiopia now won't recognize Somaliland as a country. And if no recognition, no MOU. This is what Somaliland officials have been saying. If no recognition, then no MOU implementation with Ethiopia, firstly. Hassan Sheikh uh, appreciated and acknowledged Ethiopian sacrifices in the fight against Al Shabaab. What does it mean? It means Ethiopian troops won't withdraw from Somalia. It's not written in the declaration, but this is what it means. Ethiopian troops won't withdraw. And by the way, there is no announcement that Ethiopia has withdrawn from the MOU as well in this declaration. So Ethiopian troops won't withdraw from Somalia, though the last date for their withdrawal is 31st of December. And Somalia's officials have been saying that after 31st of December 2024, Ethiopian troops will be treated in Somalia as enemies, as aggressors. But declaration indicates no withdrawal of Ethiopian troops from Somalia. What about access to sea? Before the end of February, Somalia and Ethiopia will start technical negotiations. Within 4 months, they will reach and sign final agreement. Turkey will again mediate. The declaration clearly states that Ethiopia will have sustainable, reliable, secure access to sea while respecting Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The two parties can reach any agreement. It could be a lease agreement, it could be a commercial agreement not involving lease. Lease is mentioned in this declaration. It means that wants, Ethiopia will try to sign an agreement about access to sea through Somalia, which will be in the form of a lease agreement. Just like Ethiopia was planning to sign a lease agreement with the Somaliland. Now, modalities will be finalized after discussions. In 4 months, the agreements will be finalized. Still, a lot will happen. Somalia already offered Hobyo port to Ethiopia. Ethiopia considered the option, but progress could not be made. Now, it seems Somalia will have to provide access to sea to Ethiopia in the form of lease agreement, it seems. What about establishment of a military base, a naval base in Somalia? Because when Ethiopia signed MOU with Somaliland, MOU was about Ethiopia gaining access to sea, to a port in Somaliland and establishing a naval base there too, in return for recognition of Somaliland as a country. No recognition, as I said earlier, no military base. At least it's not mentioned in this declaration. But the way Ethiopia was planning to have access to sea through Somaliland, they will have access to sea through Somalia as well, through a lease agreement, it seems. Now, question viewers is this declaration diplomatic win for Ethiopia or Somalia? By the way, both leaders were negotiating from weak positions. Why? Ethiopian main ally Musibi Abdi lost election in Somaliland. Abdi Rahman has been chosen the new president. And most sources say Abdi Rahman won't be interested in implementing them. Ethiopia was in trouble, definitely. Somalia was in trouble too. Hassan Sheikh was making big claims that Ethiopian troops will be pushed out of Somalia after the 31st of December 2024. But Ethiopia managed to get Madobe elected for a 5-year term in Jubaland. And you saw what happened what happened in Ras Kamboni yesterday. Jubaland Forces just expelled federal forces from Ras Kamboni. So Somalia is not in a position to expel Ethiopian troops from Somali territories. Both were negotiating from weak positions, I would say. Still, I see this Ankara declaration a diplomatic win for Somalia. If Ethiopia is not allowed to build a naval base in Somalia, if Ethiopia gets a naval base too, and if it gains access to sea as well through a lease agreement with Somalia, then Ethiopia achieved what it wanted by putting pressure upon Somalia through signing MOU with Ethiopia, with Somaliland. Ethiopia managed to achieve its objective. Perhaps now Somalia will have to make some concessions. It will have to agree to the demand for lease agreement about access to sea. Somalia was not in favor of lease agreement with Ethiopia, though lease agreements are not illegal. Lease agreements are in accordance with international law. But we'll have to wait to see what type of agreement the two countries finalize. So far, it seems that Somalia has managed to stop the implementation of the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. Somalia has managed to stop the recognition of Somaliland as a country by Ethiopia, but Somalia has realized that it cannot expel Ethiopian troops as Ethiopia is deeply involved in Somalia's internal politics. So talks will start now next month, and then at the end till the end of next month, then we'll see what the two countries agree on. Let's see how Somaliland responds to this Ankara declaration. So far, it seems Hassan Sheikh achieved a lot through Ankara declaration. What Ethiopia achieved, I think it remains to be seen. We'll see, we'll analyze that after 2 to 3 months. Thank you for watching.